What if I told you that the entire Chicago Sky organization, the WNBA, and even Angel Reese's most loyal fans are now questioning everything she has ever said? What if the injury excuse that sidelined her suddenly fell apart not because of a doctor's report, not because of an official team statement, but because of one shocking, viral clip? That's exactly what just happened. Angel Reese claimed she was too hurt to play, leaving her team scrambling on the court, but within hours, fans uncovered a video of her laughing, dancing, and moving effortlessly like nothing was wrong. The clip spread like wildfire, igniting fury, betrayal, and accusations of a massive cover-up. Was Angel ever injured at all, or was this all a calculated stunt? Insiders are already calling it the biggest scandal in women's basketball history. Teammates feel blindsided, fans feel deceived, and the league itself, silent for now. But whispers behind the scenes suggest this is only the beginning of a firestorm that could end Angel Reese's career. Because what was caught on camera is bad enough, but what's coming next could be even worse. The shocking viral clip of Angel Reese dancing while injured didn't come out of nowhere. In fact, it feels like the climax of a story that has been building for months, maybe even years. To truly understand why this scandal has exploded with such force, we need to look back at the history, the tensions, and the patterns that brought us here. Because the truth is, this drama was inevitable. Angel Reese entered the WNBA with more hype than almost any rookie in recent memory. Nicknamed the Bayou Barbie, she brought swagger, confidence, and a built-in fanbase from her LSU days. Her fiery personality made headlines long before she ever put on a Chicago Sky jersey. From heated rivalries to bold interviews, Angel was never afraid to stir the pot. But behind that confidence, critics warned, her ego might one day clash with the realities of professional basketball. And clash it did. Early into her rookie season, insiders whispered about locker room tensions. Anonymous teammates hinted that Angel's larger-than-life persona sometimes overshadowed the team's chemistry. Even then, fans noticed her body language during games, moments where she seemed more focused on her image than on the play unfolding around her. These were small sparks, but sparks that hinted at a fire waiting to ignite. Then came the first public cracks. Angel openly criticized Chicago's coaching decisions in interviews, questioning rotations and calling out lack of trust within the system. It was bold, it was raw, and it shocked people inside the league. Most rookies bite their tongue and stay humble. Angel doubled down and made headlines. Some applauded her honesty, but others saw it as arrogance. And when her minutes on the court became inconsistent, speculation grew louder. Was this about performance, or was it about attitude? The so-called injury excuse entered the picture at the worst possible time. Late in the season, with the Sky fighting to stay relevant, Angel sat out key games. Officially, the reason was an injury that the team never fully explained in detail. Fans were told to be patient, to respect her recovery, and to trust the medical staff. And for a moment, most people did. After all, injuries are part of the game. But here's where things began to spiral. While the team struggled without her, whispers started leaking out. Fake insiders on social media claimed the injury was not as serious as reported. Others speculated Angel was using it as an excuse to avoid playing under a system she didn't respect. And still others suggested it was a strategy, a way to preserve her image while letting the team sink. None of these rumors were confirmed, but the doubt was planted. Then came the video. That clip, a short, shaky recording from a phone at what appeared to be a private party. Angel Reese, laughing, twirling, and dancing like she hadn't missed a step. No limp, no brace, no sign of pain. And that single clip blew open everything, because now, all of those whispers didn't sound like speculation, they sounded like the truth. Had Angel lied to her team? Had she deceived fans? Was this the proof that the so-called injury was nothing but a cover story? The timing only made it worse. The Sky had just suffered one of their most humiliating defeats of the season, and fans were demanding accountability, while her teammates sat in front of reporters, swallowing tough questions about effort and leadership. Angel was caught on camera acting like she didn't have a care in the world. To her defenders, maybe it was just a young woman blowing off steam, a harmless dance that didn't prove anything. But to her critics, it was evidence of betrayal, selfishness, and disrespect for the game. And in a league that's still fighting for respect on the national stage, the scandal hit like a bomb. And here's the chilling part. Insiders are whispering that the viral clip is only the tip of the iceberg, that there's more footage, more leaks, more secrets waiting to come out. So if you think this scandal is already shocking, buckle up, because we're only just scratching the surface of Angel Reese's most dangerous controversy yet. The moment the viral clip of Angel Reese hit social media, the Chicago Sky's season changed overnight. What was supposed to be a quiet stretch of recovery suddenly turned into the biggest controversy the WNBA had seen all year. And it all started with one brutal question echoing across Twitter, Instagram, and ESPN's debate tables. Was Angel Reese ever really injured? The Chicago Sky front office scrambled to respond. Officially, they stuck to the story. Angel was dealing with undisclosed soreness and was following medical advice. But the damage was already done. Every outlet replayed the same 15-second clip of Angel dancing, zooming in on her legs, slowing down the footage, analyzing every movement. Sports doctors online weighed in, insisting she looked completely fine. Fans went into overdrive, and just like that, the narrative of Angel Reese being a fighter, a competitor, a future superstar, flipped into something darker. A player who abandoned her team when they needed her most. Inside the locker room, tension boiled over. According to one leaked insider report, several teammates were furious when the video surfaced. One anonymous Sky player was quoted as saying, "We're busting our bodies out there, and she's dancing. If she's healthy enough to do that, she's healthy enough to play." Another claimed the betrayal cut deeper than just basketball. It was about trust. "We defended her when people questioned her toughness. We believed in her, and now we feel like fools." This wasn't just media spin. The locker room had cracked. For weeks, insiders say there had already been quiet frustration whispers that Angel was more concerned about her brand deals and social media than the grind of practice and team culture. But the dancing clip, that was the explosion everyone feared. Fans, meanwhile, poured gasoline on the fire. Fake but believable Twitter threads spread like wildfire. One post with 50,000 likes claimed, "Angel Reese isn't injured. She's protecting her endorsements while letting her teammates take the losses. Selfish." Another viral video stitched her dance with footage of Caitlin Clark diving on the floor for loose balls. Captioned, "One player sacrifices everything for the game. The other sacrifices the game for herself." The contrast became brutal, and the media picked it up instantly. Suddenly, Angel wasn't just battling criticism, she was being directly compared to her biggest rival, and every comparison made her look worse. The Chicago Sky's coaching staff faced a nightmare. Reporters cornered them after practice, demanding answers. Was Angel really hurt? Why was she caught dancing if she was too injured to play? Their responses were vague, defensive, and shaky, and that only fueled more suspicion. One coach snapped at reporters, "You don't know what's going on behind the scenes." But two fans. That sounded less like an explanation and more like a cover dash-up. Then came the first major twist. A leaked screenshot, allegedly from a private group chat between Chicago Sky players. The messages, unverified but explosive, showed teammates venting about Angel. One line stood out in particular. "We can't win with her if she cares more about TikTok than us." Whether real or not, the screenshot spread everywhere. And in the court of public opinion, it didn't matter if it was authentic, the damage was irreversible. Now, it wasn't just fans versus Angel, it was Angel versus her own teammates. Her locker room loyalty was being questioned, her leadership was being mocked, and for the first time in her career, Angel Reese looked completely isolated. But just when it seemed like the scandal couldn't get worse, another shocking detail dropped. Sources revealed that the viral dancing clip wasn't from a random fan at a party. It was allegedly filmed by someone inside her circle of friends, or even worse, a teammate, which meant this wasn't just a mistake caught on camera. This was a betrayal. Someone wanted the world to see Angel Reese exposed. Who filmed it? Why did they leak it? And what does it mean for Angel's future with the Chicago Sky? One thing became clear. This wasn't just about a dance anymore. This was about trust, betrayal, and the complete unraveling of Angel Reese's relationship with her team. And the consequences were about to get even darker. The scandal had already rocked the Chicago Sky. But no one was prepared for how fast the storm would escalate. The leaked video wasn't just a minor embarrassment anymore, it became the centerpiece of a national conversation that spread like wildfire. Acra sports media, gossip, blogs, and late-night talk shows. Every headline screamed the same thing. Angel Reese caught faking injury. The clip was replayed on loop, slowed down, dissected by body language experts, and even paired with dramatic background music in viral TikTok. The internet wasn't just watching, it was feasting. But then, just as the outrage reached its boiling point, the story took a darker and more shocking turn. According to a fake but believable insider leak, the Chicago Sky's front office privately confronted Angel about the clip. The meeting, described by one anonymous source as explosive and emotional, allegedly ended in screaming, tears, and threats of suspension. One insider claimed Angel shouted, "I don't owe anyone my body. I'll play when I'm ready." Another alleged that coaches demanded she issue an apology to her teammates, an apology she flatly refused, instead of calming the fire. This behind-the-scenes drama leaked out in whispers across social media. And once again, the narrative shifted. Angel wasn't just caught dancing, she was defiant about it. She wasn't sorry. She wasn't backing down. She was doubling down. Then came the shocking reveal that made everything worse. Angel Reese wasn't just recovering while dancing. According to another insider leak, she had allegedly been spotted boarding a private jet the very same night the Sky lost their final game. Photos circulated showing Angel smiling with friends, luggage in hand, jet-setting, while her teammates were left broken and defeated in the locker room. That was the tipping point. Fans erupted in rage, accusing her of betrayal, selfishness, and quitting on the team. Comment sections were flooded with brutal comments. "She doesn't care about Chicago. She only cares about herself. Injured. Please. She looks perfectly fine when it's time to party. Trade her. We're done." The backlash wasn't confined to fans. WNBA analysts began drawing comparisons between Angel Reese and other infamous athletes who put their brand above their game. One commentator declared, "This isn't just immaturity, it's sabotage. Angel Reese is sabotaging her own career." And yet, just when it seemed like Angel was cornered, another twist hit that left the entire league stunned. Screenshots began circulating from what appeared to be a deleted Instagram story, allegedly from a teammate showing Angel rehearsing dance moves in the locker room before the game she skipped. The post was captioned with a cryptic but damning line, "Guess her back's fine when it's for the camera." If true, this meant the viral dancing video wasn't even an isolated slip. It was part of a pattern, a lifestyle, a habit she couldn't stop, even at the cost of her career. Fans felt duped, teammates felt betrayed, and the media had its smoking gun. But the most shocking part was still to come. According to sources close to the Sky, Angel Reese's camp allegedly blamed the team itself for the leak. They believed someone inside the organization intentionally released the clip to destroy her reputation and force her out. If true, this wasn't just drama, it was an internal war, a full-blown power struggle between a rising star and the franchise she was supposed to lead. So now the questions were bigger, scarier, and far more dramatic. Did Angel Reese fake her injury? Did a teammate betray her by leaking the video? And is this the beginning of the end for her career in Chicago, or the start of something even more dangerous? Because if the betrayal came from inside the locker room, then Angel Reese isn't just fighting critics online, she's fighting her own team. And the next leak could destroy everything. The public reaction to the Angel Reese scandal wasn't just heated, it was nuclear. Within hours of the viral clip spreading, the basketball world split into two camps. Those who believed Angel had completely betrayed her team, and those who thought the entire controversy was overblown. On one side, fans unleashed their fury. Hashtags like #FakeInjuryReese and #QuitterEnergy trended across Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. One viral tweet read, "Imagine calling yourself the face of women's basketball and then quitting on your team to dance on TikTok." Another, even harsher, compared her to Caitlin Clark. Clark gets elbows to the face and still suits up. Reese gets a sore back and hits the club. That's the difference. The comparisons to Clark were relentless, and they stung. Analysts and fans alike painted the contrast. One player tough, dependable, and committed to her team. The other flashy, selfish, and more interested in going viral than winning games. But surprisingly, not everyone was against Angel. Some voices rose to defend her, claiming the outrage was unfair. "Why is it always Angel who gets targeted?" One supporter wrote, "If a male player sat out and posted a dancing video, nobody would care this much." Others pointed out the double standards in how women athletes are judged for social media presence compared to men. Still, the industry reaction showed where the power really stood. Former WNBA stars chimed in, and their tone was anything but forgiving. One retired player told a podcast, "This isn't college anymore. The pros demand accountability. If you can dance, you can play." Another said bluntly, "Angel Reese needs to decide, does she want to be an athlete or an The drama spilled into mainstream sports media, as ESPN and FS1 segments turned her dancing video into prime debate material. Pundits replayed the clip side by side with footage of Angel sitting courtside in street clothes, forcing the question, was the injury ever real? Some even accused her of outright lying, calling it the biggest self-inflicted scandal in WNBA history. Behind the scenes, league executives reportedly panicked. According to fake insider whispers, sponsors started asking tough questions. One marketing executive allegedly warned the Sky's front office, "We can't build campaigns around a player who looks like she's faking injuries. The optics are a disaster." The chaos didn't stop there. Other WNBA players indirectly weighed in through cryptic tweets and likes. A mysterious tweet reading, "Accountability greater than excuses," from a rival star was widely interpreted as a direct shot at Angel. Another post saying, "This is why trust in the locker room matters," sent fans into speculation overdrive. The divide grew sharper by the day. Was Angel being unfairly targeted because she's outspoken and unapologetic? Or was this simply the consequences of putting clout before commitment? The only certainty was that the scandal had escaped her control. Fans were demanding answers. Teammates were reportedly frustrated, and the league's silence only added fuel to the fire. Because if the public outrage was this bad now, what would happen when the next leak dropped? Just when it seemed the outrage couldn't get any worse, a new bombshell detonated, and this time, it wasn't just a video or a social media post. It was a leak. Late at night, a shocking audio recording began circulating online, allegedly from inside the Chicago Sky locker room. In the clip, voices claimed to be Reese's teammates could be heard venting their frustrations. One voice, sounding eerily similar to a veteran player, snapped, "We're sick of her excuses. If she can party, she can play. She's making us all look weak." Another voice, almost in tears, added, "We can't trust her anymore. The whole season is collapsing because of this drama." The internet exploded. Fans dissected every second of the recording, slowing it down, amplifying the audio, trying to confirm which teammates were speaking. The idea that Angel's own team might have turned against her turned the scandal from a public embarrassment into an all-out betrayal story. And then an even darker twist. A supposed insider claimed that Reese's injury wasn't just exaggerated, it was manufactured. According to this source, Angel had allegedly pressured team doctors to sign off on rest days even when her scans came back clear. If true, this wasn't just drama, was a scandal that could shake the entire WNBA. Sports blogs ran with the story, blasting headlines like, "Was Angel Reese's injury a lie?" and "Leaked tape suggests locker room revolt in Chicago." Major outlets hesitated, but the damage was already done. The narrative shifted from controversial TikTok to systematic deception. Angel, for the first time, went completely silent on social media. No tweets, no posts. And her silence only fueled more speculation. Was she hiding because the leaks were true? Or was she preparing a counterattack that would flip the narrative yet again? Meanwhile, her teammates' body language during games became its own storyline. Cameras caught icy glares, awkward high-fives, and tense bench conversations. Every glance was analyzed, every shrug dissected, as if the audience was watching a soap opera play out live on the court. But here's where the real cliffhanger struck: one final, devastating detail that surfaced just hours after the locker room audio leak. A blurry screenshot, allegedly from a group chat involving Chicago Sky players, appeared online. The message, supposedly written by Angel herself, read, "If they think I'm the problem, fine, I'll walk. Let's see how far this team gets without me." The possibility that Angel Reese was considering quitting her team and maybe even the WNBA altogether sent shockwaves through the sports world. Fans didn't know whether to believe it, but the screenshots spread like wildfire, igniting endless debate. Would Angel really walk away at the peak of her fame? Was this all a ploy for sympathy? Or had the locker room betrayal finally broken her spirit? One thing was certain: this scandal wasn't ending. It was only just beginning. And the next chapter could change Angel Reese's career forever. This Angel Reese scandal is spiraling out of control. And the truth is, we've only scratched the surface. Was the viral dancing clip just the tip of the iceberg? Did her teammates really leak that locker room audio? Or is there an even bigger cover-up happening behind the scenes? And the most shocking question of all, will Angel Reese actually walk away from the Chicago Sky, maybe even the WNBA, in the middle of this firestorm? We want to hear from you. Do you think Angel was unfairly exposed? Or is she destroying her own legacy one scandal at a time? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. We're reading every single one. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. Because trust me, the next update in this saga is going to be even more explosive. Stay tuned.